Hey everyone, Alex here with Off the Cuff Reviews. I am back again to bring you guys a special new video. Today we're going to be talking about The Matrix Resurrections. So let's get into it. So today we're going to be talking about The Matrix Resurrections and how it compares to the other ones in the film franchise and whether this is worth it to go spend money on. So The Matrix Resurrections actually takes place in the future. It starts out and it feels like it literally starts out wherever John Wick 3 ended, and then it starts up with Matrix Resurrections because he literally looks like John Wick. Because he had like the same ensemble, the beard, everything looked like John Wick. So like that was our first, literally, like when Keanu first came on the screen, me and Ashley were like, this literally feels like John Wick. It felt like they were trying to do fan service and nostalgia vibes to try to like draw people in. A lot of the story, a lot of the scenes, they feel like they are literally like remade from the first one. There are a lot of elements that took me out of this. Like, this is easily the worst one in the Matrix franchise. I have a lot of like questions as to why, because it doesn't even come close to the other ones. It feels like a fan-made ripoff of The Matrix. And one of the things that makes it feel like a fan-made ripoff is the fact that they literally have somebody else playing Morpheus, right? They have a couple of actors that are different than the original ones, and they're literally like splicing in footage from like the older ones with like Lawrence Fishburne and whoever else, and it's like, and Hugo Weaving, you know, I think that's Hugo Weaving, right? They're like splicing in that footage from the first one into this one. Like, it'll literally go from like the new actor that's playing Morpheus, and then literally on the screen at the same time where there's a clip of Lawrence Fishburne as Morpheus. Why? That feels like it literally is completely taking me out of the movie altogether. It feels very cheap. It feels like it was put together last second. The action doesn't feel as good. It doesn't feel as cohesive. It's very CGI'd, like a lot of it CGI'd, like poorly done is what I really mean by that, because I feel like The Matrix was pretty good at like blending like the CGI elements with like the action elements and everything together, but this one just felt like it was very poorly made. It doesn't feel like a movie that I was excited for. It didn't feel like the movie that I was hoping for. I was hoping for it to kind of pick up where the third one left off, but this was more like, hey, let's remake the first one with like new actors and put in clips from the first one and make it feel like that to get nostalgia out of people, to get people in the seats. But it's like, I would rather you like make a new clip with the new guy and just have that clip. I don't know. It took me completely out of it. That was the worst part of the movie, other than the fucking acting. The acting was awful. The directing was really not that great. The CGI was awful. And overall, it just felt like very cheap and fan-made, but it's literally put on by the same people that did the originals. So it's like, where did your budget go? Just to the actors, like to Keanu? There's no substance to this movie at all, like story-wise or otherwise. Like, there's literally zero substance. So I was hoping for like a riveting, like action, you know, science fiction, dark noir type stuff like the original, but we didn't get that. And I don't think it's worth your time to go sit through this 2.5 hour fucking long snooze fest. It was messy, cheaply made. It feels fan-made. It's not fan-made, but it feels fan-made. That's not good. That is not good at all. So I just want to put that out there before you guys go see this. Maybe you still want to spend money on it. That's okay. I'm just advising that like maybe you should consider these other factors before you go watch it, because it is basically the first one. It is basically like a fan-made ripoff of the first one. That's literally what it feels like to me. But what are your thoughts? Let me know down below. Have you guys actually seen this? Do you want to see this? And please, please, please check out the links down below, because I have a Patreon and I would love for you guys to go check that out. At this point, I am literally doing content full time. Like, this is the only thing I'm doing for money. So please go ahead and check out my Patreon. Help me make my dream come true so I can actually afford things and afford to live. So please do that, and I would be very appreciative. With all of that said, I bid you guys a farewell. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the flip side. Stay safe, everyone.